Alright, what you see here is a Hunter outdoor 5-minute ceiling fan. This fan I got at Lowe's for 15 bucks. It was a display model. I've had it for actually quite some time now, over a month now. A little bit before I got the Hunter original. It was actually like right around the time that I found out that the restaurant with all the originals had closed down. So it's almost been 2 months close to that. It's been about 2 months now that I've had this fan. Here's the down one right here. I finally was able to loosen it up, so yeah, these downloads they definitely get a good grip on the motor, but they are a pain to remove. Since they sometimes don't budge and it's kind of hard to loosen them. So yeah, I figured I might as well loosen it up, try to just get it off finally today, because I do need to send this out. Because yeah, I just need to clear out space. I'm not gonna explain why. So yeah, and also I did for those wondering why I didn't speak at all on the iMovie remake I did of the low profile with the spotlight kit. For now, whenever I do a iMovie remake, I'm just gonna be silent in that video to make it look more professional. Kind of like how close to make John Pernock and stuff, etc. They just like be completely silent in their videos. So yeah. Now there's the reason why I had to get this thing put together today and to test it. I don't. Some of you guys already know what's going on, and that's the other reason why I was quiet in the low profile video, because the remake of it with the iMovie remake of it with the spotlight kit, because I tend to talk a lot on video, and I didn't want to like let it slip. So yeah. So yeah, this fan, I tested it. I can see why people don't like 5-minute fans. They really are not that good. But this fan is being sold to Richard J. Moss III. It's a good friend of mine. I am buying a couple fans from him, but that's gonna have to be put on hold, especially with some other fans that I'm getting. I'm not gonna reveal it in this video, but I'll do a video in the next week or two. Like, I don't want to like reveal it too early, but I'm alright. Just like wait for things to like calm down and stuff like that, or just to be sure what's going to happen. So yeah. Some of you guys already know what's going on. From the Facebook group and ceiling fans. For those who don't spoil it, for those, or just don't mention it in the comments below. I don't want to like have people know about what's going on right now. It's nothing bad, but just things are gonna change on the channel. That's just it. But just in general, like where I do videos and stuff like that. So yeah, that's probably the only hint I can give you guys. But yeah. So yeah. Let me just show the fan up close. Now I got this fan only because it was cheap. If it was like 20, 30 bucks, I probably wouldn't have got it. But I do like the plastic design. Now, the thing that I hate about this fan the most is this one blade arm that is completely loose. And these, not only the blades are like a quick connect setup. There's like this little thing right there. I'm not gonna remove it, but you slide it out. Yeah, Richard, when you get this fan, you'll figure it out. But it's like that little thing right there. It kind of locks them in place. But not only do the blades lock in place on the blade arms, but the blade arms lock in place on the motor. And this one right here, I tightened the screws completely, and it's still a bit loose, no matter what I do. So I'm just gonna test it like this. I mean, it is a nice looking fan, but it is definitely a cheaper fan. It does move some air, but it's nothing very impressive. I wouldn't install this in my house, but on a porch maybe, but I'd probably look for something stronger. But yeah, Richard just wants this fan. I just want something out there to move some air, and this will definitely do the job without a doubt. It's not something to rely on 100% to last a while, but it'll do its job. I mean, don't expect a whole lot of air movement, but at least it'll like give you a little breeze at least. So yeah. Now, for those who are wondering who Richard is, Dan did a video of the fans in his house a long time ago, well, almost a year now. He's already moved to a different place. Richard lives in New Orleans. He's a good friend of mine. He had the I think it was the SMC Emperor. I don't know which brand made that Emperor that he has in his living room. But yeah. Yeah, he was getting scared that Dan was gonna mess it up quick. Was on I don't know what it was, but roll speed was like very slow. Yeah, he had him to make a gazebo on his porch, and that's actually why he's buying this for me, because he wants to have a different fan out there because it's in rough shape. and he had the Hunter Paramount in his bedroom with the Hampton Bay white kit from the Hampton Bay. It looked like a Waterton too. No, it was not Waterton too. It was something else. But the white, it's like some fan that came out in 2006 by Hampton Bay. So yeah. So I'm gonna be sending this one maybe in the next week or two. I'm gonna get the box for it soon. I just figured I'd do a video of it before I send it out. I've always wanted to see how well these 5-minute fans work and see how bad they are. I mean, the look of it, this quality, it seems fine. Like well, not the quality. Like the motor's not that powerful. I'll be honest. It looks similar to the Hunter motors that like the Hunter spinner motor that they had before they came out with the Air Max. Basically, what my low profile and Passport 2 uses. Well, like looks similar, but it's not even close. So yeah. So yeah, the blades are out of alignment only because there's one specific blade on that's loose. But yeah, and it does have the newer Hunter logo. And I'm using the low profile flush mount kit thingy from the Hunter Passport 3, since that's really the only way I could flush mount it. I could use the one from the Passport 2, and that's actually not going to be installed anytime soon. And that's actually another reason why it was supposed to be installed last Friday, but something came up, and that's going to be explained later on in a different video. So yeah, some of you guys already know what's going on, the ones who are friends with me on Facebook. But yeah. And it has a really similar switch cap to the Passport 3. And sorry, Richard, it did get a little bit scratched up because I had it with the down rod for a while. It's been behind the recliner that I'm sitting on right now, so there was really no way for me to store it somewhere without. It's just a little scratched up, but if you put a light on it, it shouldn't be an issue. So yeah, let me go ahead and start the fan off on no. Yeah, it's definitely worth only 15 bucks. Alright. I mean, it's really not. Yeah, well, I haven't seen it run on the other switch. I only ran it on high just to see if it goes that fast or not. That's actually pretty slow, to be honest. The low profile is like probably one of my slowest fans, and that's not even going as fast as that. Well, I do wonder if it's also because the fan was sitting up as a display model for a few years and never ran, so I actually wonder if that's the reason why it doesn't go too fast. But considering how almost all the fan collectors say that these are 5-minute fans are probably the worst Hunter fans ever made, I feel like that's probably the main reason why the fan doesn't go that fast. Well, it's very slow, but yeah. But yeah, I'm just not gonna reveal what's going on because I have finals this week, and I'd rather not like have so many people asking me what's gonna happen to the fans, stuff like that. I'd rather just wait until I get the finals out of the way. Like probably next week, but maybe at the end of this week I'll do it. A video explaining what's going on. I'm gonna try to keep the fans, but I just don't want people like blowing up the comment section and stuff like that. I'd rather just get some of the important stuff out of the way, and yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's just I don't want people to panic about what's going to happen on the channel, if the channel's going to still be around. But yeah. Are you even moving any air though? Some. Honestly, the Littleton moved a little bit more air than this one though, and I'm actually not exaggerating. I mean, I feel a tiny, very slight breeze from it over here. But I don't really feel too much air. But for outside, where it should definitely be more than enough. If you just want to feel a little breeze if it's hot out. I don't know if this is more powerful than a gazebo, but from what I've known, gazebos are a bit more powerful than this, based on my experience with them. But I'm also, the main reason why he just wants it is just Richard wants an outdoor fan that's not white, because they kind of, white outdoor fans tend to yellow a bit after being outside for a while. And that's kind of why he wants this one, mostly for the finish. So, yeah. I don't know, maybe if he like swapped out the motor in this fan, put like another motor from Hunter in this fan, that can probably, like if he put like the motor from the a Passport 3 in this, or like some Hunter spinner motor, like before they went downhill in quality, like the Discovery motor could fit in this, and it would probably make it go a lot faster, because the switch housing is basically the same as this. I would just have to like, if I was to do like a motor swap, that would probably make this fan go faster. Yeah, it's definitely one of my slowest, probably the slowest fans I've ever tested. Before tested, that is. It has been some other fans that I know I've tested some fans out in public that have gone even slower than this, but I don't remember off the top of my head. So, yeah. Alright, let me go ahead and move the fan up to medium. Well, I do like to finish the fan. The only plus side, like the good thing I like about this fan is it just looks like a fan from the mid 2000s, but don't tell me that's medium, because that is pretty slow. Hold on a second. If that's medium, that's just sad. This is reminding me of the Hunter Highbury's I tested at that dairy place. I wonder if it's looked on floor testing it, but I don't know. Why is it going? It just goes a little bit faster on than low. I don't know if the capacitor is bad, but the fan's never really been used, so. Oh, you know what it could be actually? I did replace this pull chain, when I did test it just to see how well it works, I had the blade arms on it. This is back when I had the downward on it still. Pull chain broke, same thing that happened with the Farmington. I have not run nothing yet. So I actually this is the pull chain that's from the Farmington, so I actually wonder if I wired it incorrectly, but no, I did it correctly. I don't know, it has to be something else. Let me check. Something's not. Well, high speed works. Medium, I don't know. It has to be something with the capacitor, because, or maybe I don't know. But let me check. Let me stop the fan. High. Medium. Oh, maybe I put the speed. I copied it exactly how it was with the Farmington, like the same pattern, like cutters going to a certain speed. I did it exactly the same as this. And I took pictures of it, like before I took out the one that broke from this, and when I attached it onto this, so I don't know what's going on. Who knows, maybe like the high speed on this is medium, and this is like medium speed went down to low, and the low speed's even slower, and that could also be it, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. I did get the Farmington working, but because the pull chain on this broke, I had to borrow down this, because I don't want to sell a fan that's incomplete. Well, especially to Richard, he's a good friend of mine, so I figured I might as well include a pull chain for him, but yeah, it's very strange. Yeah, I think I definitely must have wired it incorrectly. But yeah, let me go ahead and move up to high. What supposedly should be high, I guess. I mean, it does go pretty fast for a high. I mean, that's definitely shouldn't. That's definitely not medium. I know that. So maybe it's like a bad capacitor. I don't know. Maybe the pull. I don't know. Something's not right. It can't be the pull chain because it's the speed switch because it goes fast and high, and the other two speeds are slow. So I don't know what's going on. Actually, I am starting to feel some air from it. It's not like the worst air movement ever. It does move a bit more air on high than Littleton. I mean, on low it moved more. The Littleton moved more air, but there has to be something wrong with the low and medium speed on this fan. But high seems to work pretty fine. Smoothing curtains at least, so yeah. I don't think the Littleton was even able to move the curtains. They're on the windows right in the living room, so yeah. Yeah, this would definitely be, yeah, it works fine on high. I don't know what's going on with medium speed. Seems like medium speed and low have issues, but yeah, it was working fine like early, like when I first tested it, like medium speed was fine, then low, like before the original chain broke. So I must have, oh, maybe I put the medium and low, I put them reverse, maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. If I like put the wire for low speed in the slot where the medium speed goes, and the wire that goes to the low speed, well, yeah, probably put them in the wrong spot. The wires, because high works fine, so yeah, something. I must have reversed, put them in, swapped them by mistake. Sorry, it's a little grass there from the birds. The infamous birds in my videos always make noise. Yeah, I mean, it's not a horrible air mover on high, but it's just, compared to the other Hunter fans, it's really not that good. That's just, I mean, it does move some air, I'll be honest, but it's nothing like the Hunter fans from the 90s. That's just how I put it. Or the early 2000s, like these are like when Hunter started to go downhill. Moving, even the Glendale, the Hampton Bay Glendale is even better than this fan. And that's the newer Hampton Bay, and that's like probably the only one I can recommend for a fan that does the job. I would actually prefer a Glendale outside over this, but just like put like some like plastic blades on it. That's what I do. Cause this doesn't move too much compared to the Glendale, honestly. But for outside, it'll be more than enough. I'll be honest. Yeah, high speed works fine. Yeah, I must have wired the speed switch incorrectly for low and medium. That's probably my only. That's probably what it is. That's my only guess, honestly. Maybe getting closer. Get a yeah, moving. Thanks. So what I'm gonna do after this video is after this I'll take it apart and see if I wired it incorrectly. If I get it to work correctly, I'll just do a video of it after it's working with the correct speeds. But yeah, it's definitely high speed on this. I can tell without a doubt. Yeah, it's not a bad air move. Alright, I'll give it that. It's a decent air move out, but it's not. Well, actually, it might be closer to the air movement of the Hampton Bay Glendale, actually. Now that I'm up closer. But the Glendale does move more air. Like, it does spread out more air. It's right around the same as the Glendale. Yeah, not the worst air mover, but they are better fans. But for outside, it's definitely this would definitely be a good outdoor fan for you, Richard. So I hope you enjoy it. All right, let me shut it off and do a spin down. Yeah, and I do have tape holding it. Probably the first black fan I've actually tested. Well, it's a new bronze, but yeah, I think this is actually the only black fan I've ever a fan that had like black blades, or just like a darker fan like this in general that I've actually even tested, to be honest. Something I gotta do, I do have to say is the blades are they're plastic, but they do seem quite solid for plastic blades. Some of the outdoor fans I've seen in plastic blades are extremely flimsy. These blades are not that flimsy. They actually are pretty thick. So that is a good thing about it. Yeah, this definitely should be good, if not better than the Hunter gazebo. But yeah, it'll be a good fan for temporary. I don't know how long you plan to keep it out there, Richard, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll like it. I mean, it's nice looking. I'm just not too impressed because I'm keep on comparing it to the older Hunter fans, but without comparing it, it's actually not a bad fan, like air movement wise. So well, compared to the older Hunters, it's not the best air movement, but it's actually not, it's not horrible. It's just the build of it, like just having to put it together, it's just the part that I hate. So yeah. So that'll be the end of this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos to come.